Alright. Hello everyone. I'm Braxton with BWC Racing. This is A2 Day 1. This is inside the car footage. Same course from yesterday's video, except now you're inside with me. I'm going to be explaining how I felt in the car, some of the obstacles, some of the reasoning behind the levers I'm pushing, and all that stuff. Right here we're going to spin around, get on a better angle to A1. Going up and over a little hump here. Be pushing on that driver cutter, the cutter closest to me, which locks up the driver tire. And locks up the tire, makes it easier to spin. It makes so the passenger rear tire spins around and gets it faster, makes it easier to turn around. Going into gate 1 here. Getting real tippy. As you can see on the inside, you'll see here in a second, you'll be able to see the cone on that driver's side through that panel. Now how these panels will see through even though there is a wrap on the outside. It is called a perforated wrap, I believe. Just the wrap has a bunch of little holes in it. Makes it easier to see through the panels for the driver, so you can see that tire in a big bodied car like this. I mean, it's not easy to see out of, I know from experience. And right about there's the cone. See how sideways I am? I mean, it's definitely not little. That one I'm pushing on the passenger cutter, which locks up that passenger tire, getting the rear driver to spin more to keep the pressure pushing uphill instead of it sliding down on and off. Here I got stuck on the diff or the belly, one of the two, again with the low diffs and low bellies. Stuck. Turn the lock around there to get through that, and I believe I'm pushing on the passenger cutter again so I get spun around. Yep. Now keep in mind this was a very bouldery area. It wasn't very smooth. And we're gonna go, we're going the exact same way we did to get to gate 1. To spin around the same way, because it's the same way to line up on the gate 2, for gate 2. Right here, there's a little lip, a little sharp lip, that the inside, I think the inside of the rim got stuck on, so I had to turn up into the rock, even though I didn't want to, because it was a waste of time. But as you can see, they're wasting more time than I would have liked getting the rim stuck on there. Okay, now right here. It was so sketch. Like, dude, sucking the front winch in there. Oh, no, actually, we sucked it out. It was out. Let the front winch out. Just so that it could flex, fully flex, use all of the shock. And the same thing with the rear. But right now we are turned uphill, so I get super tippy. You can see there the GoPro is changing because it thinks the way the camera was held was changed. That's how sideways it got. I mean, it didn't feel as bad as it looks in the video. I'm gonna admit that much. It felt perfectly fine. The car felt really stable. Right here, I think I'm just stuck on my diff again. Yeah, stuck on the diff. Unfortunate. Wasting a little more time. Not quite paying attention as much as I would, as much as I should have. But pushing on that passenger cutter, I believe. Get the car spin around. That gate right up there that you see out the driver's side is gate 4. That's a down. We backed off of yesterday. Right here we hooked the tire on a big boulder, like, I want to say almost double the size of the car. Spinning it around, and then right here, you can see that rock right there. Just gonna hook that driver cutter, lock it up even more, Little blip with the throttle, spin it all the way around. Beautifully done. Now here, of course, the hole on the driver's side. You'll see here what I was struggling with yesterday. I think it was morely in my head. I was worried about it, but I mean you can see from inside that it doesn't look stable. It felt so sketchy. Turn the locker off there. I mean, it wants to climb it. You can tell it wants to climb it. So now I believe we're stuck on our rear diff, I think. See, as it's rocking back and forth there. Not super fun. Turn the locker on there for a minute. Start smoking these tires pretty soon. Getting them nice and hot, getting launched up that hill. See, look at that. See, you can see the GoPro trying to decide. It'll switch again because it doesn't know whether or not the way the video is changed. See, look, there, it did it again. Super vertical and sideways from the inside of the car. Super sucked. And now we're going to listen to the engine roar. Voila, we have made it to the top. Now we gotta get spin around because we're gonna back down number 4 just to keep me safe, because it would have probably rolled us over if we tried to go down it forwards, because we wouldn't be able to get our rear far enough to the passenger side if we're going down it forwards to keep it stable and level. Right now, not really too sure what's happening. Sucking the rear winch in, level out the car, because I'm assuming I did not like the way that felt. Well, I mean, you can see how sideways it is if the GoPro's trying to fix itself. Also, sorry for the GoPro moving. I need to tighten it up next time. Then I think the next video I'm going to do might be an RC one. Haven't decided yet, because I just finished a brand new RC car that I just finished building. I don't know. I might do a few more test runs with it before I post a video on it. Letting the rear wrench out so it's not sucked in, pretty much, just so if it bounces or anything. Fell off a boulder. See that boulder off the driver's side right there? That's what we fell off. Super fun. Trying to do a rear burn to get that rear to slide over. A rear burn is the front tires. You're pressing on the brake, the front tires aren't moving, but the rear tires are spinning. Because there's this thing called a transfer case right below the cutters. It disconnects the front and rear driveline in a safer, better way than a, what are they called? Driveline disconnect. Now here, believe it or not, that's as much control as I could have had with that. Not because the hill was super steep, but because of the amount of horsepower the car has. It doesn't go down slow at all, in general, ever. Here my timer going off there. I set my timer 30 seconds less than the timer on the judges, just so I know when that goes off, I got 30 seconds to get out the gate. Yeah. That's the video for today. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one.